Good morning, guys. We've just woken up. I think Nick wants to go.
Still waking up.
Nick wants to go back to bed. Such a nice morning. The wind has just dropped off. When we woke up, it was pretty windy, but it's just dying off again. So I made Nick an espresso shot because we ran out of milk, and didn't realize that. So I'm gonna go for a run, and Nick's gonna go to the park with the dog and get us coffee. Yeah, and then we're gonna come back and try and get the fire going, and we're going to make jaffles on the fire. Toasted sandwiches, sorry. I think Astro is hungry. We're just down at the park now, and I'm just sitting on the grass drinking my coffee if I don't spill it. But Astro's decided to turn the tables, and now Nick is chasing the ball, and Astro is waiting. I am just starting to pack the bag. We're gonna go out on the boat today, so got Nick's little fishing tape measure, got some different mounts and some microphones for the camera, got a speaker because I can't find the cord for the boat. We're just going to chuck in some towels. I have trackies because it's 23 degrees, but if that wind gets cold, it'll be freezing. Got my hat and book, and if we're brave enough down in this bag, we might go snorkeling. Probably not going to be me because I need it to be a bath, but Nick definitely could go snorkeling. And I'm just going to pack some food, some chocolate and lollies, and I'll bring some burgers and stuff for Nick to have for lunch. So for breakfast we're going to make some baked bean jaffles or toasted sandwiches. We wanted it bacon and eggs, but we decided we felt like this today. We actually had to go to the camper to get this because we didn't have any baked beans at home. I just like squash it down into it, like the bread into the thing, so that it's not still puffy, just in the middle, so then you can get a little bit more on. And if it pours onto the side, it doesn't really matter. And we put this one over here. And clothes are up.
Okay guys, we can smell the bread now, so it's nearly ready. We're going to pull it out in a minute. It's not a very big fire, but we just got some nice coals. That's what you want. We also got these heat beads, just from BCF, or you can get them from other places as well. Just makes it easier to cook on the fire. Gives you some coals, especially when you don't have much room or wood to play with. Okay guys, so you want to rotate it about every 2 minutes. So rotate it once at 2 minutes. Back on for another 2 minutes.
We're gonna keep churning these out and sit by the fire and if I can speak English, sit by the fire and enjoy the view. We are ready to go out on the boat. Astro's waiting. We decided that we would take the paddleboard with us. Gonna leave the canoe here, and it's super low tide. Nick is ready to go fishing. Because it's such low tide, you can see where all of like the stingrays and stuff like embed themselves when it's a lot higher tide. Astro's down here ready to go.
Sure about that.
I belong to you.
to a little spot. It's pretty nice. The tide's down, so it's just muddy guys, but it's hard here on the Gold Coast because there's so many people out now because that ban got lifted. I'm just going to go for a little explore with Astro. So I'm walking around here on these flats. You can see all the stingray holes. It's actually like mud on my feet, not sand. But I reckon out here we might be able to get some flatties. I'll put on some soft plastics in a minute and we'll see what we can find. Probably nothing. Anyway, we'll have a go. So guys, without catching an Astro, just got a little soft plastic on there. I've got a big hook, but it bought the wrong jig heads, but I got another 4-inch soft plastic back there that I'm going to use. Just going to have a flick for flatties. It might walk out a bit, just flick out, see what I can find. Might not be anything here. I'll have a look.
Nick and Astro are just out fishing, so Astro usually hates the water and will not go like past his paws or he'll freak out. But now that Nick is fishing, he wants to go after the fishing rod. So this is one, very good because he's getting better with water, and two, he just wants to eat Nick's lure.
Okay guys, so far we've had no luck. The dog likes the lure more than the fish do. Anyway, keep trying. Go out and paddleboard away from him a bit because he jumps out in the water and makes heaps of noise. So I think it might scare the fish off. Anyway, we'll have a go at that. Okay guys, we're out on the paddleboard. Just gonna have a flick around this area, see how we go. Hopefully the dog hasn't scared all the fish off. Maybe I just suck at fishing. I think we are going to go back to the boat and eat lunch now. What do you reckon, Beck?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we're gonna eat. Astro's not happy with us, I don't think.
He's enjoying the sun, I think.
No, he's super happy. Okay, we're gonna go back out to the boat and have lunch.
So we have pizza and burgers, and Nick has started off with the cashews and with these new mini chocolate raspberry bites. They're not that many, they're huge.
So good.
So we're using leftovers from our dinners from the last 2 nights, which is what we usually do when we go camping anyways, but I'm having some vegetable pizza, which is delicious. And Nick is finishing off another burger.
So good. Couldn't catch any fish, so we're eating beef. We are at the beach, different beach rather. Beck's just adjusting the paddleboard so Astro can't get off because there's a couple more dogs on there. We're going to get snorkels. It's pretty cold, but I'm going to brave it, I think. We've got to get in. Been out in the sun all day, need to jump in.
Nick has decided to go fishing because there's fish instead of snorkeling.
I'm not brave enough yet.
He's got to warm up in the sun a little bit more.
Alright guys, the tide is coming in, so I'm going to head over to this little gutter that's in front of us over there and see what we can find. Got a little sock prawn on with too big of a hook, but it's alright, you can still jig it alright. See what we can get, see what we can see.
Astro and I are just going to chill on the boat for a little while. I'm going to read a book, eat some cashews and chocolate, and Nick has just gone fishing over there. because the bank kind of goes like around and he's just out over there.
Finally, after 10-15 minutes, I got a flathead.
After Nick put his fish back, we headed back home as the wind picked up. We are packing up swag now.
There we go, first time.
It was super easy. Nick was even able to pack it up himself.
No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our stage. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace.
It goes quite nice and flat just by taking out the poles. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to roll up.
Now, easy part. I think you roll towards those straps.
So we start down the other end. So, as we said guys, we've got the Dacia Dirty D 1400. Plenty of space for 2 people. It's like wrapping a present. And then the dog tries to join in. He thinks he's found himself a new bed.
Taken, bro. No. Right, that was how long back? 5 minutes?
Literally no more than 5 minutes to pack that up.
It's pretty good. There was a bit of moisture, as you can see, obviously from the ground. I guess a ground sheet will stop that. Whatever. You can wipe it as you go.
And it easily fits inside this bag with like a little bit of space as well.
We didn't really compact it, like push it down that well either. So it was pretty easy. It's fine.
The job is pretty much done. These little straps are really good to make it even smaller again for when you're trying to fit it into your car or wherever you're going to store it. Our supervisor is finished for the day and he's hit the couch. Have you had enough today, mate? His job here is done, he says. That wraps up our camping at home. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's another video done.
Don't forget to leave a like.
And if you want to seek life, smash that subscribe button.